Good morning. This is Aaron with the Beth Manual Virtual Call. Thank you for watching. And we're going to be studying Parashat Pinchas today from the book of Numbers, Bamidbar, chapter 25, verse 10. So let's take a look at the text and get started. Okay, I'm using Safaria, and which you can find at safaria.com. I think it's Safaria, maybe it's safaria.org. But anyway, here's our first verse, Bamidbar. Of course, we're in Perik Kaf Hey 25, and then Pasuk Yod for 10. Vaidaber Adonai El Moshe Lemor. Of course, very common phrase, and the Lord spoke to Moses saying, okay, we get into the good stuff. Verse 11. Pinchas ben Elazar ben Aharon HaKohen Heshiv et Hamati me'al bnei Yisrael bekano et kinati betocham velo chiliti et bnei Yisrael bekinati. Okay, let's break it down. Pinchas is a name of a person. Some people have connected his name's meaning to the phrase P and the word Nechash. Even though it's Nechas, it could be a corruption of Nachash, which is a snake. So Pinchas looks like it might mean mouth of a snake. Ben Elazar, so he's the son of Elazar. Ben Aharon, son of Aaron, and HaKohen, the priest. So Pinchas, son of Elazar, son of Aharon, the priest, HaKohen. Heshiv. Okay, so this comes from the word shuv, sheen, and then the root is sheen vav, and then bait, but it's in the hefil form, so it's causing something to return or turn back. So heshiv et chamati. So et is the direct object marker, and that's going to explain what is being turned back, and it is chamati. So chama is the root word here. Chama is anger, and it's related to the word for heat. So he turned back, and then the T on the end, I should say, is a possessive first person singular. So E or T meaning my. So what happens is when you have a word that ends with a hey, it's like a feminine word, like chama ends with a hey, with that ah sound. The hey changes to a tav, and then there's this e suffix is added. So chama becomes chamati, my chama, my anger. So he turned back my anger. Me'al. So you have a combination of two things. We have all is upon, me is from. So he turned back my anger from against, from being again against or upon Bnei Israel. So again, this is Bnei Israel, is sons of Israel or children of Israel. So Pinchas, son of Elazar, son of Aharon the Kohen, turned back my anger from being against the children of Israel. Okay, Bekano. So the root of this is kuf, and that's this is a word that means to take vengeance or to retaliate or to be jealous, to be a zealot, jealousy. So, and this is really I believe it would be in the infinitive construct form. So it's treated like a noun. So his act of taking vengeance, or his act of avenging, and then you've got the possessive on the end. O means his. So in his taking vengeance, or his being jealous. And then the beit is the prefix, means in or when in this case. So when he took vengeance, and then there's an et, so an object marker again. This is saying what he did, took vengeance, and then this is kinati. So kina is jealousy or vengeance itself. So this ended up being a verbal noun, meaning the act of taking vengeance, and this is the vengeance itself. Kina normally has a hey on the end, but just like hamati, the hey got changed to a tav, and then the yod suffix means my. So my kina, my jealousy, or my vengeance, my revenge, ends up being the meaning of this. So he took my revenge. Usually avenged my vengeance or something like that, because we prefer not to have that repetition, but Hebrew likes it, so that's fine. And then bitocham, so the root of this is actually tavech, which you almost never hear by itself. Tav, vav, kaf. Tavech means center or middle. Usually it's in a construct form, so it becomes toch. Toch is the center of, or the middle of. And then almost always it's prefaced by bi. So in the middle of, bitoch is in the middle of, or in the center of, or in the midst of. And then is a suffix that means them, or their. It's a third person plural. So bitocham means in their midst, the midst of them, or in the among them, that kind of a thing. So when he took in their midst. Okay, so then the lo, so lo is like a negating word. It can be not or no. In this case, it's going to be negating this next word. So a not, and then the vav means and. So kiliti, it's chiliti, but what happened here is that normally there would be a dagesh in that kaf, and it would be kiliti, but because of the way that these two words are connected, and this word lo ends with a vowel sound, then the dagesh dropped out, as it often does, and it just flows nicely together, velo chiliti, rather than breaking it up, velo kiliti. So no problem. It still means the same thing. So this is comes from a root. I believe it would be kaf lamed hey, which would explain why that turns into a yod. It means to finish. There's a lot of related words here. There's a lot of related roots, but it means to put an end to, or to finish something. There's a lot of related things. Anyway, so this ends up being the verb in the past or perfect tense with the first person form. So this would mean I finished off. I put an end. And so of course this negates it. So, and I didn't put an end, or I didn't finish off. And then at telling us what that verb applies to, Bnei Yisrael. So I didn't finish off the Bnei Yisrael. I didn't destroy or end the children of Israel. Bekinati. Okay, here's that same word, kinati. Kina meaning jealousy or vengeance. And then the T or the hey changes to a tav, and then the E ending means mine. So, and then bi, meaning with or in. You can see that this has so many different meanings. You can't just say that bi means in or with. It just is the word that expresses the same idea sometimes. So, bekinati, in my vengeance. Okay, so altogether, Pinchas, son of Eleazar, son of Aharon the Kohen, the priest, turned back my anger from against the children of Israel when he took my vengeance in their midst, and he did not finish off the children of Israel, or and I did not finish off the children of Israel in my vengeance or in my jealousy. Okay, great. We'll just do this one right here. Finish it off with verse 12. A nice short one. Still interesting though. Lachen emor hineni noten lo et briti shalom. Okay, lachen is a word that means therefore. I believe you can break this down into ken, which means so or such in this way, and la, which means to or for, so or something like that. Many things like that. So because so be so as we can interpret this to mean therefore or as such, that kind of a thing, and more. Okay, the word emor, the root is aleph memresh. It's like amar, he said, but this is now in the imperative form. It's a command form. So you can see uses this short vowel here. We can't put a shva there because of the silent or the guttural here. So normally you'd have, if this was a different root, like if it was like sheen memresh, it was guard shmor, it would be just this two dots here, but you can't do that with the aleph. What would you even say? It's impossible to say. So it just becomes this short f and more. So that is a command. Say, lachen emor. Therefore, say, hineni. So this is like hine, behold, and then it's got the ending, the I ending, the same kind of ending as this, sort of related. So it's behold I, or see how I. This is something that we don't really say much in English. Noten, and this is the root nun tav nun. It means giving, and it's in the participle, so like sort of like a present tense, and it's in the singular. So am giving, I give, or I'm a giver. It's a lot of things that can end up meaning in English, but it's just indicating a giving without a very definite time. So behold, I give. Lo, this is the lamed preposition, to or for, and then the o, same as the o here, him, his, him. So give to him, lo, to him. So hineni noten lo, see how I'm giving him, or how I give him, et, and so now we're going to find out what we are giving, briti. So this is, the root of this is brit. This one actually ends with the tav for real, and then the e on the end is the first person possessive. So my, just like the e here. So brit is covenant, and out of any other context, I guess in Jewish culture today, it usually is understood to mean a brit milah, circumcision, but in this context, it's something different. Brit is a covenant of like an agreement, a promise between two parties, and so my covenant, and then shalom. Shalom, of course, being peace or wholeness, well-being, that kind of thing. I find this phrase interesting, Briti Shalom. I don't know how common it is. I don't know if these two words are actually in a noun construct or not. Because a noun construct, you'd have two words. It would be Brit Shalom, a covenant of peace. Brit Shalom would be covenant of peace, but I find it odd to put in the ending in here in the middle of the construct. If these were not in a construct form, what would they be? It would be something like, I give him my covenant, peace, like which is peace. But somehow it's just as unusual to have, I think, this ending in the middle. I think it's most likely that's just the way it is. So there we go. Behold, I'm giving you my covenant of peace. And I should tell you that in a Torah scroll, the way that this word shalom is written is a little bit different. This vav right here, if you're reading it right out of a handwritten Torah scroll, the vav is broken in it, and the top and the bottom are separated, and so that's a normal feature of Torah scroll, just in this one spot, just in Numbers 25:12, that vav right there in the word shalom is split, and it's very interesting to see in a Torah scroll. So that's all I'll do for today. Thanks for watching, and thank you for those of you who are virtual members of Beth Emmanuel. Thank you for supporting the work that we do. You can find more about that at bethemmanuel.org, and you can find more videos like this at our Kollel page at bethemmanuel.org/KOLLEL. Thanks for watching. Shabbat Shalom.